So I think we're pretty good with colour and moving the order of objects around. So what we need to do next is look at grouping and ungrouping of objects. You can see this is still selected on there, so I'm going to click off it so that it's no longer selected, and I'm going to fit to page because I'm going to get rid of some of these bits and pieces around here. So very quick way over here was that tool I showed you before. You can click that one and it fits to the page. Alright, I'm going to get rid of a couple of these. Now I can do that by clicking on one by one and hitting delete, or I can click and drag over a couple of them, or alternately you can hold down shift and click consecutive ones and then hit delete, and there we go. Now just to recap, I'm just going to go up to this particular object up here, and if I click that one, it's going to fit whatever's drawn on the page and right in the screen. It's really, really cool. So okay, what I'm going to do now is I'll zoom out just a little bit, control wheel and scroll, and what I'm going to do is try and move my little graphic. Let's just say that's a little logo and I'm happy with it. I'm going to move it. I go to move it. Oh, what happened? The whole thing is separate pieces. That's a problem. That's a big problem really, because you can't do anything with it. Okay, so what we do is first of all I'm going to undo all that, and you can use the undo panel here, or you can just go Control Z as many times as you want. It's really, really handy. So Control Z, and I'll put them all back in there like that. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to click and drag over them all together. So if I click and drag, that selects all of those objects. You can see each one's got its little line around it, which means that I can sort of move it all together once it's all selected. If I click off it and back on, it's still separate. So what you have to do once you've selected all of these objects is do what's called grouping. So this is all done up under the object menu, and it's probably worth learning the shortcut for this one. Group is Control G, and then ungroup is Shift Control G. But if I hit group, it now behaves like one object. Okay, I can click off it and back on it, and it will still behave like one object. Very, very handy, really useful thing. You're going to use grouping an awful lot, so it's worth having a go at it. Make some objects, group them together, and if you ever want to change the object, then you go Object, Ungroup. That gives you back all the pieces, and you can make your variations and make your changes the way you want them. And once that's done, you can group it all back up again. So Control G is the shortcut, so I'm going to do that one, and there it is. That's a grouped object. Excellent. Give that a go.